All right, welcome back. I am Jen Sorensen and I am ready to make a core memory with you today with this soap. That's right, we are going with Inside Out and I cannot be more excited. I love this movie. I think it just tells so much about the human emotions, the way the mind works. It's something that I love personally, and I think it's very different from what any sort of movies done, especially kids animated movies done before. It breaks all the norms, it feels like, in a good way. So in this soap video, I attempt to make joy. And if you follow me on social media, you know that my good friend and podcast co-host Heather Jurgensen and I dressed as Joy and Disgust for the 2020 marathon at Disney World. And you will see how these characters I think I'm a little more Joy, she's a little more Disgust, but we went against type just given the height issues. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Why don't we just jump into the soap now and we'll come back here and check in on how this turned out. So let's go right now. All right, who is ready to create a core memory today? Because it feels like a great day to make a core memory. Whoop, don't go anywhere on me. Okay, let me blend this up right now. I love how quickly this recipe just blends up and comes together. Oh my goodness, it sparks joy. It sparks so much joy. All right, that was super easy. Now, because we are channeling Miss Joy from Inside Out in this one, we need to divide this up. Excuse me. All right, tickle in my throat. We have a couple of different containers here. We will pour some into this for the top and some here for the drip. That's good. Yeah, that feels like a good amount right now. Okay, we've got 3 containers here. Let's see. Joy's dress is a lovely greenish yellow. So I think that's what I'm gonna start with in the bottom. In here, I've mixed up a little bit of Lorne green and a little bit of bright yellow raincoat. So that is gonna go in the bottom here. Ooh, that is a pretty green. I like that. It sparks joy. How many times can I say that in this video? Because it's true. If we're making a soap about joy, we gotta have some joy. Why not? Okay, and then for the top right here, let us go with some Key West blue. Look at this. Let's pour this in here. Oh, I love this. Is probably one of my favorite blues that I use. It's just so beautiful. Okay, we've got that in now. And then for the top, the little like flowers on her dress, and I always hate saying skin tone because, you know, everyone's skin is different, but this is an animated character, is yellow. So I'm going with this, and I'm gonna say this represents the flowers on her dress. That's what I'm going with for right now. Okay, I think I'm gonna start by using my favorite small whisk here. Let's add a little bit into the yellow first because that is the lightest color. Hopefully this fragrance oil behaves. This is guava and fig. I thought this just smelled like a really, really happy scent. Something that would be bright and cheery and just, again, happy. All right, that's good. Now let's add a bunch into the green. This seems to be behaving okay. And some into the blue. Put that in the sink. So we're gonna go lightest, yellow. Not quite lightest. medium green. How is this coming together? This feels a little light. I'm gonna add a little bit more green to this because I want this to stand out. So I'm just adding the rest of this Lauren green here. Such a pretty color. I'm gonna pulse this anyway to really make sure that the powder in the mica powder gets incorporated. That's why I like to disperse it in. I use a little bit of olive oil, but this will definitely need to be pulsed with the immersion blender, and I will scrape this out down as well so we don't have little bits of uncolored soap here. Okay, look at what this blue is doing. Oh, so pretty. Let's see how this color is looking. Yeah, I'm liking that. And I think there's gonna be a nice contrast between the blue and the yellow. So I am happy with how that looks. So, all right, people, I'm gonna move the yellow and the blue off to the side. Let's focus on this bottom green here, and I want to kind of scrape off everything here so it gets incorporated. This is going to be a nice green. We will put our shaft in. Look at those bubbles that just came up as I lift this back up. We're gonna do that again. All right, let's thicken this a little bit. All right, this is definitely thickening up. I'm liking that. All right. Ooh, yeah, this is a really pretty scent. I'm enjoying it. I didn't put my lye bucket in there. So we have our brambleberry mold. This is a 5-pound mold, and by that it means that it holds 5 pounds of soap, not that the mold itself weighs 5 pounds. I've never actually measured how much the mold weighs. Looky at that. So pretty. And again, because I am very right-handed, I need to change buckets and the hand that it's in, and let me do what I can to get all of this lovely green color out and not make a mess at the same time. It's a challenge. It really is a challenge, but you know, I'm hoping to make a great core memory of being able to do this successfully. So let's see how this turns out. All right, now we all know this is a series about Pixar films, and I gotta be honest, it's hard for me to pick a favorite Pixar film. Now, I'm gonna kind of move this off to the side. I definitely got a few little bits of soap there. Let's keep bringing this over here and stir these two together to see how they're turning out. Yeah, these colors are behaving well. I will get a small, I love these mini spatulas. I'll link them below in case you need, like, these are great for just eggs or anything else. I love them. I think they came in like a pack of 12. And I use them so much. Actually, these would make really great gifts. You buy a pack of 12 and then you add like a baking mix to it, along with maybe a bar of soap for, say, a teacher gift or a, oh, I don't know, your mail carrier or any delivery folks, especially right now. All right, I'm gonna give this a little bit more time to firm up. I might wash a couple of dishes. And then when you guys come back in a second, we will be ready to pour our next layer. All right, this is looking pretty fantastic to me. These are still really nice and fluid and a lovely texture. And this is firmed up, so let me get this in the frame for you. And I will get, there we go, let's get this blue whisk out of here as I fling the soap everywhere. Don't mind me. You couldn't see that, but I just made a mess. But hey, what fun are things if you're not making a mess? Okay. I'm gonna put this on the other side so I can pour here. And I'm gonna use my spatula to break the fall. And while I'm doing this, I would love for you to comment below if you have an idea of what your earliest memory is. I think one of the ones that I personally can think of is when I want to get that out right now because otherwise it's just going to make a mess of that spatula. When I was probably like 4, I remember my dad was painting the stairs at our house. And I just, for some reason, that's one of the things that I remember. Trying to think of what else I remember at that young of an age. I don't know, like I have these little memories of Christmas or I vividly remember going to see The Little Mermaid in theaters. I mean, who wouldn't? I remember that. And I remember a lot of time at the beach too. The beach is my happy place. It's why I moved here and enjoy living here. All right, and this top is totally giving me flounder vibes. Thank goodness we have the green to kind of mix things up a little bit. All right, this is looking great. I'm loving the texture of it. And this scent, it's lovely and it's subtle, but just lovely at the same time. It's not overpowering. There's some sense like the blood orange that I have in the Corella de Vil can be a little overpowering. This one most definitely is not. And I suppose next time, depending on what you guys think about it, if you like it to be a little bit subtle, I can always add a smidge more. But I do just really enjoy how this is just a nice fruity, but I don't know, it just has this really nice guava, fig. It's not too citrusy. It's not really, it's hard to describe it, but it's definitely I would describe it as a non-citrus scented fruity scent, if that makes any sense whatsoever to you. If it doesn't, then, well, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Is that what we should be saying here? Just smells like guava and fig, right? I mean, I really don't know how else to describe it because it's just, again, it's not overpowering. Sometimes I love a super duper strong scent. And I'm just scraping out whatever I can here of this blue, which is for Miss Joy's hair. I love Pixar movies. I'm trying to think of what my favorite one would be. I think I'll probably have to go Finding Nemo, but I don't know. All right, let me just shimmy this to get even distribution. There we go. And we are going to do our typical swirl here. I'm not going too deep because I don't want to swirl everything. There we go. This is looking pretty. I may go up and down a little bit just because, yeah. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Nice and subtle, but still attractive, I think. I do want to do this. I'm going to use a little bit of Sparkle Plenty Fairy Duster because Joy kind of has this like glow about her. And I want this to really shimmer here. I don't know if you can see the glitter going everywhere, but I want this to kind of be the aura around Joy. So let us spritz this with just a little bit of rubbing alcohol. And then we will come and cut into this tomorrow to see what it looks like. I can't wait. I hope it sparks joy when I cut into it. Woohoo! I am loving, whoo, I almost just threw this towards me. I am loving these colors. I'm not even gonna edit that out because we're keeping it real here. Okay, let me cut a sliver off the end, and then we are going to cut into this to see exactly how this looks. I am really excited about this one. I will say the scent is, I don't want to say subtle, but it's not like an in-your-face scent. It's got a lot of balance. Ooh. I think that is pretty darn close to what I wanted to achieve. I might actually, thinking about Joy, the colors are pretty spot on. I'm trying to say, like, do I want to make anything brighter? I don't know if I do. Like, I'm trying to show all the different angles of what the color looks like, and I just think this looks really good. Yeah, so if you're someone who doesn't like a completely overpowering scent, like if scents give you a headache, this is one that you may want to consider because it's soft. It's primarily fruity, but I do get a little bit of floral undertones. I'd have to check to see if there are any. It's guava and fig, and that could just be the mint that I had that's giving me that strange scent right now. But in general, I just find this to be a really soft, maybe that's the right word, soft scent. And I love the way the tops look. Like, it's just really, really pretty. It does look like I have a few glycerin rivers in here as I look at it more closely, but honestly, it doesn't really take away from anything here. I don't mind glycerin rivers. I think it adds a little bit of character, and like, this is real, handmade, natural soap. This is not processed. There are no preservatives in here. This is going to just be what you see here. And that's kind of what I love about making this is, again, I'm showing you all of these. You never know what you're going to get. I will say I'm very curious to see how this cures and how the scent holds up because it is just such a soft, lovely scent. Let me check back in with you in a few weeks to see how it holds up, and we will kind of wrap things up then. All right, I am back, and I'm pretty happy with how this soap turned out. These colors are fantastic. And yes, I know I mentioned that the flower stars, whatever they are on her dress, are yellow. I know they're blue, but there's like these yellow bits to it, and then her like aura. So yes, I'm addressing that now. I know I said that, but my mind was all like, soap, let's make soap. I can't think. Because sometimes when I'm making the soap, I just kind of do what I need to do to get it done, and we'll see what happens there. Anyway, this is fantastic. The guava fig smells lovely. It's, again, this is a nice one that's not overly, I don't want to say it's overly scented. It's not super mild, but it's got a good balance of the actual scent. I'm really happy with this. It's a bright, happy, the colors are just fantastic. I love it. I hope you guys do too. Let me know which character from Inside Out is your favorite. Kind of a bing bong. Not gonna lie. I mean, how can you not? But then I just think the way that the characters play together is fantastic. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I will post on my Instagram at @SeacoastSuds when this is in the shop. And when all of them are in the shop, I'll post to let you guys know. So make sure you're following me there. Otherwise, I hope you get out there, create something beautiful, and have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys real soon.